Welcome everybody to a special one, Pissed Off American. I got a few things I'm going to talk about today. First of all, I do want to thank the President for trying to bring jobs in the United States. That's an honor. We need it for this country. Second of all, what I'm not understanding, Mr. President, and I'm saying this with the most gratitude, no harm is meaning to this, but I do not understand when people are not born in the United States, that lived here almost all their lives, they're being kicked out. Even troops that fought for this country, risked their lives for this country, are being told to leave. I don't understand it. And if you look up, there are so many people in our high government status that basically were not born in the United States but are still here. In Congress, high positions, you keep them here. But people that fought for this country are told to leave. People that were not born in this country, that live in this country, that went to school in this country, that are making something out of themselves, are asked to leave. It's not right. What this country needs to do, and the first thing on the list, is sticking up and defending the veterans of the United States of America. Then, now, and forever. Now, through the Department of Veterans Affairs, about 20 veterans commit suicide per day, and that was in 2014. 71 active duty suicides. 20 reservists committed suicide. 31 National Guards in the first quarter. More than 7,400 vets took their lives. And it's only gotten worse. And people ain't worried about that? And I ain't done yet either. I'm going to let you know, though, too. Also through the Department of Veterans Affairs, an estimated 131,000 vets are homeless. They fought for this country. They died for this country. And some of them would still go back to defend this country, and the government don't give a shit about if they're homeless or not? Come on, it's got to stop. They're having problems with insurance. The first thing on the list for this government is to defend our veterans, then, now, and forever. Should be the first thing on the list. It's not making any sense. But there is one person I want to give thanks to. His name is Les Haddington. And I hope I pronounced your last name right. His name is Les Haddington. This guy busts his ass to build small, tiny houses for the veterans of the United States of America here in Wisconsin. You have my utmost respect. And more people should take after you, Les. You have a heart. And people should take after you and help the veterans, not walk against them. When I'm in a restaurant, a store, I don't care where I'm at. If I see a veteran, I go up and thank them with all my heart. Because if it wasn't for them, I would not be here today. This shit's got to stop. We got to start defending them and helping them like they did us. And for government officials, you wouldn't have your jobs. if it was not for them defending this country. Let's move on before I start really getting mad. Another thing that needs to stop, about 4,400 deaths per year from the CDC, the Center of Disease Control, is committed by young children. Out of every 4 suicides among young people, there are at least 100 who attempt suicide. 14% of high school students have considered suicide, and I'm one of them. I did when I was going to school. About 7% do attempt it. Why ain't that on the list? And I understand there's a few places in the United States that do have laws about that, but they need to be stricter. If a child under 15 starts bullying somebody to have somebody else try to commit suicide, the parents should be 100% responsible. If they're 16 and older, you're going to jail for a while. This needs to stop. And no names mentioned, but there's this little girl on America's Got Talent that could not use her hands because they were bent backwards. And she sang the most beautiful song with the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. And there was this girl I seen on the internet in a wheelchair that was bullied because of how she is. But she sang the most beautiful song in the world. This bullying has to stop. Mr. President, sir, government officials, get off your lazy asses and do something about our veterans and the suicide for young people. And suicide attempted by the veterans. It's like nobody cares. And before I go, I'm letting everybody know. If I see anybody stepping on a flag or burning a flag, if I see anybody disrespecting a veteran in any way possible, you got me to deal with. And parents, if I'm out in public, take a good look at this face. If I see you beating the shit out of your kids, first thing I'm going to do is record it, and then I'm going to step in. There's other ways to handle children besides beating the hell out of them. And once again, if people in the United States cannot stand up for the American flag, for the national anthem, if you got to step on a flag and burn it, get the hell out of the United States. Things need to change. To make America great again, we got to stand up. We got to help each other. We got to stand up for our veterans and for these children who are being bullied. It's got to stop. And another thing that needs to stop, color. There is no color. If you believe in Jesus Christ, He told the Word, let's make man in our image. So therefore, every person on this earth is made of Jesus Christ. So therefore, there is no color. Stop the racism. And do like we did when we were going to school when I was younger. We had a problem, we used these. We didn't grab a knife or a gun. We used our fists. Let's try and change the United States, please. Stand up for our veterans. Help the people being bullied. Take take care of your neighbors, your friends. I want to thank everybody. I love you all.